Good morning. My name is Patrick Mullins. I'm going to be talking you through today the Building Design Suite workflow. So this is going to be giving you a flavour of what a Building Design Suite is and why you should be considering possibly investing in a Building Design Suite. So, first of all, what is a building design suite and what does it include? Well, basically, Building Design Suite is a suite of software. There are three versions of a design suite: Standard, Premium, and Ultimate. And as you can see, depending upon which version you should invest in, will dictate the quantity and the amount of software that you have access to. So Standard is the entry level, Premium is the medium level, and Ultimate is the top level. So basically, a design suite is a range of software that's going to define an end-to-end project workflow. It's going to give you access to a series of software that will allow you to create a design and to work from one version of the software through to another to reap some benefit, to ultimately allow you to design your project using this suite of software. So there's quite a lot of software to be included, and I'll run through and give you a flavour of what each one of these does. But specifically, what exactly are the benefits of a design suite? So what we're going to do is, to give you the ability to experience some of the software. So primarily, what it will allow you to do is to design, communicate, simulate, document, and build your projects. So design, what exactly does that mean? So you can create your designs from initial concepts via several pieces of software. Primarily what you're looking at the moment is Revit. So you can use it to design. It's a BIM solution, so it will give you real-time updates and documentation and coordination. Communicate, it will allow you to design ideas clearly and win extra business. It's primarily going to give you access to real-time 3D presentation and rendering tools to create images, movies, and presentations. The software included for this could be Showcase or 3D Studio Max. To simulate, you can make design decisions early in the design process, energy analysis on the cloud, energy consumption and cost analysis. Basically, it will help you to create sustainable buildings. There are tools for shadow study and analysis. To create, you have access to the whole range of software, so you can produce your 2D drawings in several formats, and improve control, so you can share data. Once you've created a virtual building, once you've produced your design, you can then share that with other people. It will allow you to define project coordination. It will allow you to resolve conflicts early on in the design process, and it would help you with project planning. So the three building design suites: Standard, Premium, and Ultimate. So let's just delve a little bit deeper and have a look at this software specifically. So precisely what's included. So we have Sketchbook Designer. So Sketchbook Designer is a 2D paint package. This will allow you to create quite stunning visualizations, but in a 2D environment using paint tools. We also have a combination of AutoCAD, Revit and Inventor. So there are 2D and 3D modeling tools. So this is the software that will allow you to actually create a virtual building. We have Inventor Fusion, which again is a modeling software, but this is based upon Autodesk Inventor, and this is a non-parametric, easy to use solid modeler. We have Inventorworks, so civil 3D design. We have Navisworks, which is coordination, presentation tool. We have Showcase, which again is a presentation tool, and we'll look in greater detail in all of these in a moment. 3D Studio Max, so cinematic quality rendering and visuals. And then we have Robot, which is structural analysis, and Quantity Takeoff, which is quantification within the Navisworks, which will allow you to quantify and to account for costings within your projects. And then we have Design Review and TrueView. So we have DWF, DWG viewers, and then Autodesk 360. So a cloud-based collaboration tool that's going to allow you to analyze and to store data on a cloud-based solution. So this is some of the software included, as I've already said, depending upon which version of the suite you were to invest in would dictate specifically which software that you'll get. So let's delve in and just take a greater look at some of this software. So Sketchbook Designer. Oops, sorry. Go back. Sketchbook Designer. So Sketchbook Designer is, as I said, it's a paint package. It's a 2D paint visualization tool. It comes complete with over 100 digital pencils. So you can use this to create your own visuals, and it's heavily customizable. Not only do you have the pencils, there are pens and markers, so you can mark up in different formats, different visual styles. It has paint brushes, airbrushes, and it's adjustable for size and opacity. You can create your own custom brushes with this. So if you have a tablet with a pressure-sensitive pen, you can use this to define the pressure sensitivity. You also have the ability to create do-it-yourself size and texture, so you can create your own textures. It has a customizable interface, so it's very simple and easy to use. It's quite intuitive. It's quite visual. It will allow you to manipulate the interface very, very easily. You have preset and customizable colors. Has the principle of layers for manipulation for control. So a lot of these paint packages use have the principle of a layer where you can superimpose data one on top of the other and control visibility and the integrity of the model. You have drag and drop images, and you can also add your own comments. So here's an example of what the layers could do for you. As you can see, it's very simple to use and can get some very impressive results from it very quickly. You do, of course, need to have some artistic flair with this, but even if you didn't, you have the ability to create some quite impressive images. So it's very graphical, easy to manipulate. You can combine vector and raster data together. So Sketchbook Designer, so it's going to allow you to create 2D visuals via a paint tool, a sketch tool. And then we come on to the Revit and Inventor. So Revit is a BIM software, building information modeling, CAD-based 2D and 3D design. So there are tools provided within the suite that will allow you to create a BIM model and incorporate 2D and 3D information simultaneously. So Revit has the principle of parameters. So building information modeling is all about providing information and then doing something with that information subsequently downstream. That information invariably is in the form of parameters. We have automatic sections and elevations. So once you've created the model, you can automatically pull off your elevation sections from the model and we'll give you live updates. So if you make a modification somewhere in a plan, the sections and other elevations will update automatically. You have ease of navigation and implementation of design changes. So because it's a database, make a modification in one view, those changes automatically migrate right the way through to other views. You can express design content through visualizations. The elements within the model come with materials already pre-assigned. You can create a camera, so you can place a viewpoint and lighting, and then you can produce visualizations very quickly. You have also analysis tools within the Inventor suite. So you can do shadow studies, you can do peak heating and cooling loads, you can do structural analysis. It has presentation tools, so you can produce your 2D drawings and visuals. It has a quantification module, so you can start doing some rudimentary cost analysis. It also has schedules, so you can produce a schedule of the building components, which again would update in real time. It has rendering capability. Again, there are several pieces of software within the suite that will allow you to produce renderings. The materials that are defined right throughout the whole range come with a common material library. So if you add a material in Revit, that same material would be used in Showcase or 3D Studio Max, etc. Revit also works with the principle of constraints. So you can build in design intent by applying constraints. So you can build in an association between elements within the model, and those elements will behave predictably based upon the constraints that you apply. So in simple terms, that could be, you could say that two walls already are to line up, and that if one wall was to move, the other wall would move with it. Or, for example, you could define building content, so you could have ductwork, which is pre-configured distance off of a wall. Should the wall move, the ductwork would move with it. So we have the principle of constraints. So Revit is an architectural, structural and building services implementation tool. It works with parametric families. So the heart of working with Revit is working with families. The constituent parts of the project are families. And these families can be intelligent and be driven parametrically. So you can build in a whole range of components within a parametric family. There are conceptual design tools built into the software to allow you to create conceptual models. You can, having created the conceptual model, you then are tools for you to convert that into a 3D model. So you can create a conceptual mass, as they're known within the software. You can work out preliminary costings based upon the volume and areas as assigned within the mass. And then once you're ready, once you've completed the conceptual mass, you can then automatically pick on the face of the conceptual mass and convert that into walls, floors, walls, etc. It has an interference checking module, so if you want to do some clash detection within your model, you have the ability to interference check. And it has a principle of work sharing where multiple users can work on the same project simultaneously. And then we come to Inventor. So Inventor is a detailed 3D modeler. It allows you to do detailed component design. So there's a module within Inventor called AEC Exchange, which will allow you to model within Inventor, assign assign parameters, and then automatically convert those into Revit families. It works on the ADSK format, which is common throughout the Autodesk product range. It has the principle of parts and assemblies, so you can combine several individual parts together into assemblies and then start to analyze and manipulate the assemblies. So you could model doors and animate the door swings, for example. We have the ability to import and export into and out of other products within the building suite. We also have rule-based design, so this will allow you to automatically manipulate your designs based upon rules that have been pre-assigned. It also has a tube and pipe module for building services design if you wish. A subset of Inventor is Inventor Fusion. So Inventor Fusion is a non-parametric 3D solid modeler based upon the same interface as Inventor, but it's an entry-level version of the software. So it allows you to produce 3D component parts in a very easy and seamless way, which allow you then to export that into Revit or other components within the suite. It's easy manipulation of components, so it's nice and simple, easy to use, and ease of navigation and design alteration. Moving on, we then have infrastructure. So InfraWorks, so this is allow you to overlay land forms and bridge, road and civil design. Then we come to Navisworks. So the purpose of Navisworks is for model review. Historically, in years gone by, collaborating between 3D solid models was a difficult process because of the sheer practicalities of manipulating large models. So the need was, a benefit was required where you could load these models and interactively and easily manipulate and collaborate between them, hence Navisworks. So Navisworks works on the principle of incorporating and converting from numerous file formats into its own native file format. So you have you can import multiple model types. You have a range of measurement tools, so you can measure from within Navisworks, so you can incorporate lots of different models from lots of different file formats and then start interrogating the model within Navisworks. You can mark up, so you can create views and produce markups within those views for later distribution to other team members. It has a clash detection module, so you can incorporate, having incorporated in these designs from lots of different systems, you can use Navisworks to clash and do clash detection within the constituent parts. We have object animation, so you can animate architectural models. You can approach the door, have the door automatically open and close as you approach and leave and walk through the door. It also has rendering capability, uses the same materials as the rest of the products within the design suite, and it has a quantification module, so you can use it to do some costings and quantities based upon the principle of a catalogue. So there are industry-based catalogues with up-to-date pricing, which will automatically allow you to come up with initial costings of your model. It also has a 4D modeling capability, so you can use this, link this to project design software and visualize the design process via Navisworks. So Navisworks gives you a capability to communicate your designs. And then we come to Showcase. So Showcase is a presentation tool which has interactive walkthroughs. It gives you the ability to create design iterations, so you can easily change your visual styles, so you can change the materials within the model and quickly visualize what the model would look like with various file formats with different materials. It's a 3D visualization software, so you can manipulate the model by walkthroughs and pre-configured renderings and snapshots. You have presentation and design exploration tools included. There are workflows to allow you to migrate from one software to another, so you can go from Revit straight into Showcase. So here we are in Revit, exporting a Revit model after having controlled the constituent parts of the model. You can control what will be exported via a workflow to Showcase. So it gives you a very clean interface. It's a very visual tool. It's nice and simple to use. It's designed for the beginner. We have the concept of creating scenes. So a scene will consist of the model, the lighting, then the materials and the viewpoint, and all of this is readily adjustable. So you can migrate from one scene to another, one background to another. You have the concept of a visual style. So a visual style will allow you to determine the physical appearance of the visualization. You also have lighting and shadow control. So you can interactively change the lighting and the shadows on the fly. And alternative design materials as well. So Showcase is a very simple and easy to use visualization tool, very easy to use, that will allow you to import your model from Revit or AutoCAD and to create really quite sophisticated visualizations, but in a very interactive and easy to use way. Then we have 3D Studio Max. So 3D Studio Max again is a presentation tool, but it takes this process to the next level. This has a mesh and surface modeling capability, so you can use this to produce 3D models. So it's possible to export your models from Inventor or from AutoCAD, or Revit, but it also has modeling capabilities within itself. You can create photorealistic images, so cinematic quality images, and animate your models. So it has shading and material design capabilities, 3D animation and 3D characters. It has effects, particle flow, hair, fur, etc. So it takes up from where Showcase left off. It's a piece of software that will allow you to create stunning images, completely believable images in a very sophisticated visualization software. So it's high-end rendering and animation. We also have robot structural analysis within the software. So this is going to allow you to export your structural data from the BIM model. It gives you a bidirectional link back to Revit. It allows you to define loads and supports to create structural analysis. It will produce a mesh model so that allows you to facilitate for the analysis. It supports material and design code supports. It has reinforced concrete and steel modules, structural loads and load combinations, and numerous report tools. So you can, having created your model, you can do some structural analysis by exporting your model into robot structural analysis, and then import that data back into the Revit model to help you with your subsequent design. We also have design review and true view. So these are DWF and DWG visualization software. It will allow you to measure and to mark up and review and print. So having produced your model, having produced your 2D drawings, you can then use these tools to visualize the 3D models and the DWF files, the DWG files, mark them up, review them, view them and print them. So it gives you a means of reviewing your designs in a very interactive and easy way. And then we come to Autodesk 360. So Autodesk 360 is a subscription benefit. It's a cloud-based system. It offers cloud-based services, so specifically visualization, optimization, and simulation. The benefit of using these cloud-based solutions is that you have infinite computing power. So rather than having to tie up your own hardware to produce visualizations or simulations, you can export your model to the cloud and get Autodesk to do that processing for you on their servers. It also allows you to store your data online, which gives you access to that data from almost at any time and anywhere. All you need is an internet connection. So basically, it's allowing you to visualize, optimize, simulate, and store on a cloud-based solution. So a design suite is, going back to the beginning, is a range of software that is going to allow you to design, communicate, to simulate, to document, and to build. It gives you an end-to-end project workflow. So it's a range of software that will take you right throughout the whole design process, right from initial concept to demolition, and anything that's in between will be captured in a BIM model and then subsequently utilized. So there's a range of software that will give you a design process right from the very beginning to the end. So this has been a very quick and very high-level overview of what a building design suite is. And if you'd like any greater detail, or you'd like to be able to look in any greater detail and have one of our project managers talk you through the process, they would be very happy and willing to do that. All you'd need to do is to contact Adris sales department, and somebody would be very happy to talk you through the process, or if appropriate, to arrange a demonstration for you. So thank you for attending this webinar. As I say, this was designed just to give you a very high-level overview. We would be happy to process this and to give you more detail should you require. So thank you for your attention, and that's goodbye from me.